So this guy, he writes, is it a turnoff for women for me to be a virgin at 22? Well, it's like you're thinking you have to tell her. It's like, oh, before I have sex, I have to tell her that I'm a virgin kind of deal. It's like, you don't. It's really kind of a personal, private thing. You don't want to be talking about, oh, you're a virgin or you have this like this number of a body count. It's really none of the other person's business, especially if it's in like this dating stage. So in that regard, it's like you don't really have to worry about that. She says, oh, or the guy says, I was talking to a girl who I met on Reddit, and then we talked on Snapchat, and she asked me if I was a virgin. He says, and I said yes. So it's like, well, you don't answer things straightforward like that. You don't answer questions straightforward like that. One, because you're being a total open book and it's being super easy for her to basically get any kind of information about you. Understand that women's really great skill is to really dig for information through their words. They talk about 4 times as much as guys per day. And what they also do is they talk indirectly and see how your reaction to kind of find meaning, to kind of find out what you feel, to find out the truths of situations. So just be aware that women do this. And so she's going to ask you questions like this. And you're going to say, well, I keep that part of my life private. Or you say, like, gentlemen don't kiss and tell. Or that's really my business. Something like that. But you don't really answer you don't answer questions like that in a straightforward way. And if you say, oh, I'm a virgin, or if I've had sex with all these people, then it's like, well, she's going to be thinking, as soon as somebody else asks him about like our sex life, if we have sex, then it's like he's just going to basically blab all to them all the details about it. And she doesn't want that because women don't really want to be labeled a slut, which is like a really common fear that women have. So just don't talk about it, dude. She said that kind of turns me off now. Yeah, well, in that situation, okay, one, if she's going to say something like that, she's probably a lower quality woman and you don't really want to associate with her. Or or you say something combative. And so it's like in my products here, I've got like how you basically pass her test, or really how you stay strong when people basically do things like this, like throw jabs or barbs at you. And one way you could do this is kind of shame her back or counter back at her. So she says, she said that kind of turns me off now. You say something like, well, who said I was turned on by you in the first place? That really made me put myself down. Yeah. So what's the contrast? So it's like your options are to really do something like that, like have a more strong response that really is like, hey, you can't walk all over me. Instead, you have a response where like, I'm so sad now, and now you can basically walk all over me. That's just how it is, and that's really how you handle a situation like that.